Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, I guess. I don't know. How are we doing, everyone? Doing great. My name is Devin Freenancers. You guys can call me Dev. We're back with Limbus Company, Canto 5, with Ishmael and her rebellious teenage self when she's really like a 20, 30-year-old woman. She's acting like a teenager right now because trauma. Anyway. Okay, let me... Don't you love my... Shut up! I want Sinclair to talk. Oh yeah, I have an uptie 4. Okay, because I have an uptie 4 now. What does this do? Open 1 to 3 ego shards of a center of choice. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna use 1. Ah, so I can choose. Got it. Random. Sick. Alright. How many shards am I away from upgrading him to level 4? Let's see. Boom, boom. Oh, so I need 5 of Gregor. But I'm missing 80 threads, so that's not great. Ain't ideal. Is there anybody else that I can... Okay, I can uptie you, but that's just general threads. Look at this beautiful man. He beautiful. Kiss him on his mouth. I think I just need to put myself in prison. Oh. What event is this? Oh, come on. I can't even do this right now. Wait, let me look at the exchange. Okay. I don't care about the... Oh, actually, this is kind of cool. Can I look at it? Just want to look... Can I look at it, please? It seems like it was going up in volume. Okay, so my first thing is getting this. And then this and this. And then these two. And then threads. What is this? What is... Oh, I think that's, Do people really want these? Does that matter? And that's the Ryoshu herself. So people don't have to worry about pulling for him. Alright. So 35, blast. Blast that ass, baby. Get out of here. Hold on, let me look at... okay. Alright, here. Jeez. Is this the boss?
어느 선장이 보낸 거야? 아니면 내 목에 또 그새 현상금이라도 붙었나?
This water bottle that I got kind of sucks. Whew, you've certainly made a mess out there. Tell me, who sent you? A rival captain? Or are you looking to collect my head for the bounty? So you're the boss here.
그래?
Yeah, I'm Smee, whatever. The first mate of the Twin Hook Pirates.
스미야. 날 보고 싶어 했다.
Heard you wanted to see me.
뭐?
What, want an autograph?
해줄까?
We were last informed that you were the second in command. We seek your superior. Tell us their whereabouts.
후크 그놈은
Hook? That asshat has to be drowning in bottles of fairy wine somewhere. 3 sheets to the wind.
그러니까 실질적으로
So I pretty much run this joint. De facto and all, you know.
그리고
You gotta understand our predicament. The perfume business has never been the most lucrative venture at this port. So we're just looking to branch out. A purely business decision, devised by none other than yours truly. Oh, so you're the reason why our friend was captured. Understood. So you must have the information we seek. We are in search of a certain individual held hostage by this establishment. Hand over the information regarding his whereabouts. Hostage? Oh, what a crude choice of words. We prefer to call him our guest. You know what? I say the same thing to my stalkers. It's just like, hey, they're definitely not stalkers and they're not here to hurt me. They're just, you know, observers from afar. Honored observers. Guest? Yep, well then. How about a deal? We don't kill you, and you hand him over. Tell me everything you know about Queequeg, and I'll see to it that the guest you're looking for is safely returned. Besides, that guest of ours, he's a big shot, ain't he? LC something's team leader? We're not as big as you think, lady. Oh, and one of you's a friend of Queequeg, right? Tell me everything you know about Queequeg. Did her eye color change? What she's up to, who she's with, the last thing she said to you, I want to hear all of it. I'm sure there's no need to remind you who's got the upper hand here. And if we just kill you, what happens? I wish I could tell you, I really do. Uh-oh. Is that all before we get headfirst into a battle? Okay. Do they go after the person with the highest speed? Let me look at your shit. What are your passives? And that's damage, crit rate. Okay. It's neutral anyway. Let's do this, actually. Fuck it, we ball! Die. Oh, Sinclair got hurt. How hurt is Sinclair? 85. That's really not good. Why didn't he do burn? Three out of 14? Damn. Okay, that's... He's unopposed anyway. I have to do that to offset. Who else is offset? Oh, that's that one. And that is Ishmael. There you go. Offset all of that, fucker. Yeah, looks good. Drink your waters, kids. I haven't drank water all day and I feel the effects of it. Okay, we're doing fine so far. Why are you going after Sinclair both times? Nobody's being defensive right now. Is anybody struggling really bad? Nope. Alright, well. Sick. Two people dead. 3. No, 2 people dead. Just kidding. We still have to fight that one lady, I think, too. So that's not good for me with Sinclair. It's okay. We can heal them. It's fine. Okay, that guy's. You're gonna be struggling regardless, and that is your second one. So that's offset. How far away are we from getting this? 1 away. 1 gloom. We have a lot of gloom. There we go. He shouldn't die this time. If he truly does lose, he shouldn't lose. Damn, Gregor. Oh, God. He did lose. He got staggered again. It's not good. Alright, well. There we go. Nobody's defense. That's fine with me. I have one more enemy. Okay. Yeah, that looks good.
이 전투는 승리할 거예요.
Not that I really needed the sanity, but I needed the health. Sinclair's just like, oh, he's struggling. That means he's good. And I was just like, okay. Past 2 times he's been struggling. I'm just like, damn. Maybe I should see why he's struggling exactly. Yep, there she is. Alright. This is... Okay, we got all those clashes. Who are you clashing with? Of course you are. Of course you are. Well, he might die. He honestly might die. Actually. Is anybody defending? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nobody's defending. Alright, Sinclair, I hope you win. You're at 45 sanity, and I can't deal with that right now, and I can't help any of that. Because you're the only one that's struggling right now, Sinclair. So. We staggered 2 of them. Ah! Gregor's just dying. There we go, there we go, there we go, Sinclair, finally. He didn't do that much damage because of his sanity, but I'm just like, hey, Sappy. I just stopped by just to say hey, because I was like, oh, I'm about to get on. I started Canto 5, and now I'm just like, I have to finish it. It's really good. Are you done with your stream already? Alright. Oh, she's literally almost dead. Cool. You know what? Revenge, Sinclair. Get him. Appreciated it. We win. Stream is done. Gotcha. I hope you won whatever you were doing.
나는 건드리면 안 돼.
Had some whack matches today.
너네 진짜
I didn't know you could play a Pokemon game. I'm not very well versed with Pokemon games. I only know like the traditional ones where it's like, oh, it's sword and shield, and I know of them. You better stay away. Lay a finger on me and you'll regret it. Motherfucker, we just killed you.
난 뒷배가 있어.
You have no idea who's looking out for me. What?
그것도 무려
It's, don't freak out now, a big brother from the middle.
중지의 작은 형님이야.
Ho, a BB. A BBL? No. Pokemon Unite, it's like League of Legends, but simpler. Oh, cool, because I'm dumb. So, if I ever want to play it, I can do that. And this Queequeg, the middle put a pretty hefty bounty on her pretty head, in case you didn't know. She not only dared to quit the middle, but also decided to fall off the face of the earth. Now that's what you call prime stupidity. I don't know about that one, given that the middle never forgets. Okay, are you finished? Wait, really? You're still going to kill me? It's our mess. I'm not about to leave any loose threads behind. Ishmael, you need take some antidepressants, dude. It's the middle we're talking about. The middle. Don't you know who they are? No. Ishmael probably does. I don't. I don't have a clue. Tell you where your friend is? Thank God. The shipping container you're looking for. We keep our living hostages in shipping containers marked with a green triangle. And since he's a recent catch, you can go find him on the east side, probably. I wonder if that's also gonna get her killed. Green triangle, huh? Wait, if there's more than one of those. What if it's a different shade of green? What if you're just lying to get out of a pinch? Kill her right now. Just kidding. She's very beautiful. I like her. You should be able to tell. You should be able to tell right away. I'm serious, please. There you have it. I'd say that's more than enough confirmation. Happy now, Sinclair? Ishmael, dude! What the fuck? Oh, little cutie, little cute. It's fine, it's fine. Sinclair was frowning, but Ishmael didn't seem to care. She stood there, rubbing the wrist of her weapon arm. It almost appeared as though she was measuring the amount of strength needed to turn Smee's head into a pulp in one fell swoop. Wait, killing her could cause us a lot of trouble. We know where the hostage is, and I think that's good enough. Let's head back. I don't feel the need to convince you, manager. Kindly get out of my way. I don't want to waste any more time on this. You know what else is a waste of time? Killing me. How about we just go on our merry ways, huh? I disagree. Ishmael. I can be pretty fast. I can be pretty fast. Ishmael's eyes were still lost and wandering. She swung back her harpoon arm ready to strike him. Before I even realized what I was doing, I was leaping in the way. Oh, I got struck. Executive manager. Dante, are you insane? You're the one who's insane. You dare lay your hands on our executive manager. Was insubordination not enough? Smart choice. If you killed me, a big brother or even a big sister would have gone after you. I recalled the time when the exact opposite happened. When Ishmael leaped in front of me, taking the malfunctioning machine's bullets in my place, and called my name as her body liquefied, as though she had faith that my name alone would make everything right again. Did you just take a harpoon for that bitch? Oh, whoa! If I aimed a bit to the side, I would have hit you in the face. Your stupid clock face, do you understand? Yeah, I do. Boy, you really did wet the heck out of that harpoon. It really hurts. Can you please stop it with your stupid goddamn quips? Executive Manager. Her words and actions just now are more than enough to constitute a full-on mutiny. She made an attempt on the life of her direct superior. I can no longer sit idly by and watch. Though you may not have the punitive authority, we must make a detailed report of these incidents and relay it to the higher-ups of the company to discuss our future actions. It's okay, Otis. I chose to get in her way. This is not okay. That individual has consistently and repeatedly caused serious setbacks to our mission. And that executive manager is crossing the line. Otis, I said it's okay. I didn't take the harpoon for that woman. I took it for Ishmael. Did you flip a switch and decide to become a humanitarian all of a sudden? Well, fucking maybe I did. Is that so wrong? Oh my god. Jesus Christ, Ishmael. You never had to dirty your hands with a drop of blood, not even once. That doesn't mean I didn't want to. I just was not able to. You just sat back and ordered us to bloody ours in your stead. And now you're telling us to, what, ease up on the murders? What are you even trying to say? That you don't want us to get traumatized anymore? Maybe. Maybe that's exactly what I'm trying to say here. Maybe that is exactly the point. Some touchy-feely shit like that? Exactly. Maybe you guys need to have good food and take a good nap and just wake up and be like, you know what? That was crazy of me. That was crazy. No, it's just my intuition. Okay, that was a stupid answer. That probably wasn't very convincing. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't convincing me. No, of course not. Intuition comes from experience, from memories. Mine comes from my loins. Damn. You remember Jack all before the clock, Dante. How can I trust your intuition? That woman, I think she's in a pretty important position of power, at least in this district. Killing her before thinking things through could complicate things. Did it not occur to you that not killing her could also complicate things? I just think killing everyone in our way, left and right like this, won't help us in the future. Alright, I have to flee. Good luck. If it all else fails, Solo Center method works in a dumb way. Sure, I get. What the fuck is Solo Center method? This is the second time someone mentioned it. I was just like, huh? In the future, huh? Sorry, I don't have any better explanation for what I just did. I don't know how far in the future you're talking about, but... I'm sure we have different things in store for us there, Dante. Is she about to kill that woman? Ah. Dante. Do not ever put yourself at risk in such a manner again. Let me kiss you, Yisa! Please! Rage quit HSR again. Fair. What's up, Destruction? I saw that you went to Withering Waves. How's that going? Come on, that advice coming from one of you guys, not very convincing. Responsibility of 12 lives weigh upon your shoulders, Dante. Thus you must watch yourself 12-fold. Doubly so, in that you should perish, we do not possess the means to bring you back. I'm level 45. What level did you start out with a couple days ago? And ones that cannot be brought back leave behind an unbearable, painful void. Oh, you suck. I'm sorry. I recently downloaded ZZZ. Oh, how's that going? I have ZZZ downloaded. I just haven't really started it. I mean, I started it, but it just wasn't. It was just like meh. Yisung was right. My shoulder was in an unbearable amount of pain. I don't know. I downloaded it. Boy, you alright, Clockhead? Just call me Clocktick at this point. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm good. The clock still works. What? That's not what I... Loony bugger. You're not all there either. Or maybe I just took... Or maybe it just took you a while to lose it. Nah, I had a few screws loose. And here I thought we at least had one sane person on the bus. But you're no different. Dude, apparently I was worse than all of you. Or Dante, not me. Reminds me of good old days when me playing Honkai Impact 3 on my iPhone 8, I believe. That was like 4 years ago. Oh god, that was like 4 years ago. Is Honkai Impact good? I never played it. Sweet. It's very good? Okay. I will look into it then. The most free-to-play game among all of Hoyo games. Okay, okay. Is the game done? Like, completed? Like, stories all completed? Because if that's true, I might play it, you know. That makes me want to play it more. You think all of these shipping containers... Do we not go and treat my fucking shoulder, dude? What the hell? Am I just out here bleeding all over the place? Right, let's try not to linger on that thought. I tried my best not to speculate about what terrible things in the pirates might be hiding in the mountain of shipping containers. Hopefully not in the pirates, that'd be horrible. Hey, who's there? How'd you find this place? Yeah. Hey, we're just here to check out that shipping container with a green triangle over here. And we'll be right out of your hair, okay? Hey, Pete, how we doing? Good to see everybody, good to see everybody. Continuing this. Just woke up. Fucking me too. I took a nap and it turned into like a whole sleep. So, I woke up, I ate my dinner, and then started playing immediately after. Let's take them out before anything worse happens to our agent. It's noon here. Well, it is past midnight here. Bro, why you be struggling? What the hell? Okay, nobody... I'm gonna do that then. Okay. Oh, hell yeah. I've never slept until noon before. I feel so lazy. Nah. Don't feel lazy. You feel as if you are taking a unproductive day. Alright? Laziness doesn't exist. Alright? In my opinion. Because oftentimes it's used as a, way to devalue someone's efforts. Just like, wow, you're so lazy. And be like, well, didn't understand that was the expectation. Ah, she shattered. Fuck. But no, you're not lazy. You are taking a self-care day. That's what it is. She's my healer. I can't have her shattered. Still that. That's not good for me. Well, fuck it, we ball, I guess.
순식간에 끝내죠.
That's fair, it's just I haven't slept well lately because the ghosts are acting- What the hell? What do you- Gregor, chill. The ghosts are acting up? You say that and just unabashedly say, oh, the ghosts are acting up. Spill, what the hell? Cool. It's only these guys left. Is anybody struggling bad? Nope. And that is Sinclair's second one. Nope. You. Now it's offset, right? Yurt. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I'm also sorry if I'm like not talking as much today because I had a double shift today at work and it was I don't typically work doubles, but it's okay, it's okay. My mom is next to the swimming pool and the pool has a wooden floor. I heard footsteps around 4 a.m. for 2 nights now. Okay. So, you're getting freaked out about ghosts, but getting freaked out about something like that is just honestly a mindset, okay? What if the ghosts also just want to swim, alright? The ghosts just want to be swimming. Swimming pool's locked up for... Okay, and what if they just want to be swimming? You're interrupting their time, alright? Let them be swimming. Alright? You don't want somebody snooping on your swimming time. That's weird. Don't be a snooper, Pete. I also need help trying to figure out who to up-tie out of my 4 3-star centers that I have that aren't up-tied into 4 because I have a free 4 up-tie. Also, I thought Bunny Otis was supposed to get released today, as people have been so telling me constantly. And that is Faust's. Alright. Ooh, kill him. Okay, and you are Faust, which is this one. That's offset now. I still don't understand the point of offset, though. But that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Kill him. Gregor, chill. What is this? Are these passives? Because my balcony door can't lock, so someone would... They could just jump from the swimming pool into my room while I'm sleeping. If you're truly concerned, put a piece of furniture in the way. It's always a good way to go. That is... There we go. Now it's offset. But yeah. Also, sometimes things just creak, you know. If in my house I worried about every little sound, I would probably never sleep. So. But yeah, let the ghost skinny dip in your pool, alright? No harm, no foul. Struggling or neutral? I'm just struggling. Okay. I think Sinclair's about to get staggered again. Darn, I didn't stagger plus him. Fuck. Oh, he didn't get staggered. But he very close. I think he gets staggered at 118. Okay. Nobody looks like they're gonna die. Cool. There's an update already. I think new Intervalo and new IDs should be here. There's a new Ryoshu ID. But I thought Otis's ID was gonna, or the people were super excited about Bunny Otis, and I was just like, that's weird, but I guess if that's what gets your gears grinding, sure. That should be a free ID. I don't know if I meet the requirements for the free IDs though. Here. That was good. That was good. I think I've just been getting terrible rolls because Sinclair got staggered the past 2 rounds. And I'm like, I can't, just like Kurokumo Health last time, do anything in story and go buy it in event shop. Oh, okay. Yes, the event shop. I see. It is an event ID. I already checked it out. Trust me. I thought you were talking about Otis's ID, and I was just like, I don't see it anywhere. But yes, the Ryoshu ID is in the event shop. This one, it's got to be this shipping container, and here should be the LCCB team agent, team captain. Bruno Mars. We got new events, we did. If you want me to check it out, I can. Name's Pilot. Sure. Wait, you're not the team leader? But the pirates said they captured the team leader. Hey, I'm standing right here. What's up with the obvious disappointment? Anyways, thank you for saving my life. I heard so many stories about y'all. What kind of stories I want? That's the truth. There's no new Gatcha banner? There is. It's the Ryoshu one. Happy to make your acquaintance, sirs and ladies. I'll show you guys. I've been a huge fan ever since I joined the company. Why are y'all looking at me like that? Long story short, there was a whole mess with this other guy who claimed to be a fan, so yeah, you gotta understand. Who claimed to be a fan again? Oh. I wanna make out with Yi-song. Oh, and I've messaged to deliver to you guys. Hey, I bet you guys are chaotically running around somewhere in U-Corp like headless chickens and messing everything up. That's Red Gaze. Time for oof. Wait, I'm just delivering the message exactly as she said it? Annotations and all. Watch out, don't you think it might have been better to start with an, and I quote, and tell us who this is? Who this she is too? Abbreviations and omissions are two completely different things. I'll let it slide, fledgling. Just this once. Dude, he could be older than you. Actually, he might not, but he could potentially be older. Who she is? Well, of course, it's none other than Manager Miss... Suede is alive? Oh my god! Suede is alive? Oh, that's some of the best news I've heard from this game. Oh my god. Manager, did she get promoted? She's still in recovery, but after team arrived just in the nick of time and treated her wounds, saving her life. I'm glad it wasn't a posthumous, sure, promotion. Oh, post-mortem. Manager Suede wanted to meet y'all, all of y'all too, but couldn't make it on account of her being on a different mission. I'm glad she's okay. Is Suede okay? Of course. It wasn't the smoothest recovery, but she's now healthy enough to eat some grub and hold a lengthy conversation. That's great, but I was asking because she lost her partner right before her eyes. Oh, Sinclair. Oh. Pilot produced a piece of old folded paper and began reading from it. This is a reminder to all LCCB employees. We, the Before team, are assigned the paramount task of clearing the path before anyone else does. Every bloodied step, every flesh given before becomes another stepping stone for your fellow Limbus Company employees to follow into the future. That's the very first line from the new hire training guide we were issued. That's horrible. What the hell? Their rupture, both of them, Soriyoshu in the Gatcha, and Otis is free ID. Oh. And I'm proud of it. I'm proud of the sacrifices we make. Most of my coworkers at LCCB just want to make a quick buck before quitting and say I'm the odd one, though. You're proud of sacrifice? Seriously? Now, Ishi. What? You want sardine, whale-flavored ice cream? No way, me too. Why don't we head on and get some... Hey, let me go. God, how are you so strong? Rodeo grabbed Ishmael's arm and began practically dragging her outside. Well, just in case she gets into another fight. I decided to sneakily follow them from a distance. Ishi, you gotta stop bringing down the mood like that. We saved his life, didn't we? I understand that things are a bit rough right now, but let's be a bit more patient, okay? Yeah, Rhodia! I like Rhodia. Finally, I'll be able to get my hand on Machalan Dawn, thanks to the event. Rodion, that back there, that's just indoctrination. They're brainwashing them. Oh my god, I know indoctrination. They tried to get me, but I won't be got. No one wants to admit that they're just throwing themselves into a meat grinder, so they wrap that neatly in the name of self-sacrifice. I know. Then why? People need a way to endure that reality and go on living somehow. People live from paycheck to paycheck. Sometimes they just don't have a choice. Aw, Rhodia. Let's hear out our overzealous friend. How about that? Don't talk down to me like you're coddling some baby. She kinda is. You're acting like a fucking teenager, dude. What the hell? We're not that close, Rodion. But I'll listen just this once. Fine. Rhodia seemed to have noticed that I was following them all along. She signaled me with a quick wink, and I was able to return to where the other sinners were before they did. Okay, let's check out the... Wait. Because I fought already, right? Yes, let's check out the event. Hold on. So this is the only Ryoshu, because I can't go to the other ones. Honglu is the target extraction. I have this Honglu. I literally got him right before. Oh, that's the sack. Carnivorous whaling. Oh my god! I need Magic Girl Honglu! That's the best thing I've ever seen. I need this so much. I need him. Wait, please. I need Magical Girl Honglu. What the fuck? Is this? Oh, okay. This isn't ego. This is an ego. I need this. That was incredible. Okay, okay. That's so funny. New download's been added? What? Are kicked out of the game. Okay, well, hold on. Well, I need Magical Girl Honglu. That's a must. This season's ID will be available for dispense for 2 weeks. If you want any ID from this season, you better get your ass in Mirror Dungeon. Target extraction. How much do I have to grind in mirror extraction? Oh, it's this one. Nope. Hold on. This is the event shop. Or this is the event, and I'm not able to... During the event, deploying the following boss amount of super... Okay. So, there's the reward exchange. And this is... Is that Otis? That's Otis. Okay. Oh, that is Bunny Otis. I see. Okay. I thought that was Ryoshu. It looked like Ryoshu from this angle. But I see, I see. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I was wrong. We're not going to be able to grind it till we get to that level. Yeah, I think so. Level clear 7.5 to 14. Clear 7.5, 14 to unlock. Which is the newest Intervalia, so I don't think I'll be able to do that. But I... Okay. Does anybody else have a Magical Girl transformation? See, look, this... Okay, hold on. Pete, you're like, I don't understand Honglu being girly pop. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Look at this. He girly pop as fuck, dude. That's so funny. Check the Canto you're playing. I think the event stuff drops from there also. That's fair. No, it does do that. It does do that for the Canto I'm playing. It does do that. I saw it. Why am I all the way down there? Jeez. Because, yeah, it was like first try. Or first, Ice cream. 'Tis injustice that thou hast left me out of thine ice cream jaunt. It tasted like fish. It's not worth the walk. Maybe they put ground mermaid in there. Ground mermaid in ice cream? Boy, I'm nervous. What an audience, huh? Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Toastoof. I'm sorry. Talk. Or suffer the obliteration of forehead. I appreciate you translating it. I feel a bit better. She reminded me a lot of our LCC before Team Director just now. Must be a hell of a boss, huh? Where do I begin? It took us a hot minute to pinpoint the location of the Lobotomy Corp branch housing the Golden Bow, actually. Me and my teammates, we ran a pretty tight ship, but the Twin Hook pirates of U-Corp backstreets caught wind of us sniffing around. We ran a pretty tight ship? Is that it? Tight ship? Tight ship? Hell of a... Oh. Listen here, lad. This will be the cheapest bottle of oil in all the Great Lake, I tell you. What? How? That's ridiculous. Y'all are telling me that this whale oil of dubious origin is worth how much? Wait, yeah, no wonder. You pretty much antagonized them to their faces. Okay, in my defense, those fellers was about to rob us blind. I mean, couldn't you have just paid a bit of money for some intel, though? Well, anyway. Shut up! Shh. After a thorough search, we identified the exact location of Lobotomy Corp branch with the Golden Bow. Did you find the Golden Bow? Yep, I saw that fabled golden light too. Too bright yet not too bright, was it? Oh my god. It's a branch! I had to see it with my own two eyes to understand what that meant. Wait, Pete, are you unmuted? You can listen to what I'm saying, right? Because I wanted to talk to you yesterday about a theory. I think Destruction, were you here yesterday when I was just like, oh my god, there's a theory I thought about. But you were muted yesterday, which is fair. Yep, it's day off today. Destruction, were you there yesterday when I mentioned this? Because it was pretty much, it was kind of in the beginning. If Destruction's here, Destruction might not be here. Anyway, I'll just say it again. So, I got to thinking, and so there's 13 sinners in total, which is really 12 sinners and Dante. Because Dante kind of, sort of counts as a sinner, kind of doesn't. And so I was just thinking, alright, what does that kind of allude to? And I was just like, that, in my brain, alludes to Jesus and his 12 disciples, and Dante is like a fan fiction of the Bible. So I was just like, hey, maybe there's religious context to Dante. And so, because there's already religious context to Dante, Dante's Inferno. But I was just like, maybe there's going to be an arc where there's going to be a betrayal of one of the sinners. And I came up with like 2 sinners because I'm like, what number disciple was Judas? Judas was consistently put as the last one because they didn't really number them, but in a list of all of them, he was consistently put last. And so I was either like, that means he was the 12th disciple or the last disciple. So I was like, either Otis or Gregor might betray Dante, because Otis clearly wants some position of power because she's already held it and doesn't really hold the manager in high regard, clearly. Or Gregor is going to betray, which kind of is like an allusion to how we failed the first time to get his golden bow, and he's like the manipulation of his creator, you know, because it seems like his creator's the big bad boss at the moment. So I was just like, maybe... Actually, what? Actually, what? Did I stumble upon something wrong? Or bad? Is there a different illusion that this is referring to? Odysseus uses his Elias Otis to disguise and backstab a giant. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, either it's going to be Otis as the 12th sinner or Gregor as the last sinner, you know? So that is what I'm thinking. Because it's kind of, that's what I'm kind of thinking, because Otis, I'm like, she seems like the first person that if she sees an advantageous situation, she'd take it. And Gregor, I'm just like, he is, like, he doesn't seem like the type. However, when, like, we failed his mission and he couldn't really stand up, he didn't really face his demons like the rest of them kind of did in their thing. He kind of did, kind of didn't, you know? Because his big, like, his creator, we didn't win against. Clearly not going to win anytime soon against. So, from order, Faust would be last. I'm talking about in center order because it would, like, the numbers that they have. Because, Gregor's number 13 and Otis is number 12. But not the order of, like, when we met them, you know? But Faust could also betray. You're right. She's too smart, so she could also definitely betray. But I think she knows a bit too much to do that, you know? We expect Dante will follow Faust, Canto. As it should. Absolutely. I hope so. I had to see it with my own two eyes to understand what that meant. Boy, what an incredible incandescent glow that was, even from deep within the Lobotomy Corp branch ship. Observation check, confirmation check. All we had left to do on the docket was report. Oh, our job, by the way, was advance reconnaissance to confirm the presence of a golden bow. They say that plenty of advance reconnaissance teams encounter abnormalities or get wiped out in the process. We were about to make our return journey, considering the mission a resounding success, when those pirates followed you guys there, huh? Team leader Haru assured us that nothing was out of the ordinary and that these interruptions by opposing parties happen all the time. But so I don't really care what you're doing all the way out here on this creepy ship, but this gentleman here was rather curious about what business you guys were up to, so I tagged along. No objections, Pilot's face turned pale with fear for the first time since he started recounting this story. That's when I heard the weapon slip out of our team leader's hand and onto the ground. Our team leader's an experienced field agent with a decorative track record. I've never seen her just give up like that. She ain't the kind to be so easily rattled. So I turned to look at her, and the look on her face was... I say that look of resignation. That was a look of resignation. Would I be correct in assuming that she had something to say at that moment? Mission failed. Verbatim. Damn, just by looking at that other... Oh, there's a Jesus and Disciples references already in Lobotomy Corporation? Do tell. Who'd she see to immediately give up like that? An officer from the middle shouldn't be here. Again, verbatim. I'm guessing the guy had like a huge fancy tattoo that glowed purple. How'd you know? That was the very first thing I noticed about him, actually. That weird looking purple glowing tattoo. Still, I thought maybe, just maybe, we had a shot. We're Unit 3 after all. We weren't no slouches and we had some impressive names with us. You didn't. And I do not recall much more after that. Capitano? I'm just kidding. When I came to, I was on the floor face down. At first, I thought I'd gone deaf and couldn't hear a thing. You know, when a bomb goes off right next to you, your ear starts ringing and all. Thought I'd burst my eardrums. But that wasn't it, no. It was my team, shouting and screaming, and all of it combined into some kind of an incomprehensible cacophony. I just couldn't register that at first. Once I recognized that, I also noticed a deep rumbling echoing underneath all that. Bizarre, terrible rumbling that sounded like it was echoing from a place far away from the branch. Bizarre rumbling. Yes, ma'am. It was almost like a distant explosion and seemed like others were picking up on that odd noise too. The pirates suddenly started acting all nervous. And even the big brother from the middle was rattled. It was the whale. They all called him the big brother. Did you hear that right? I guess there really was a big fish looking out for the pirates. Yes, ma'am. Loud and clear. They called him Big Brother. Big Bro! I wonder how those fools are doing nowadays. Can I just say Ryoshu is a cocky bastard that I think she's capable of a lot. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. But I don't think she'd... I wonder how those fools are doing now. Like, I don't think she'd beat the Big Brother guy. Am I wrong to assume that she wouldn't beat that guy? At least definitely not by herself? I don't know why she's so cocky. And I'm sure we'll figure it out soon. Take only the high-value hostages. We're leaving. Batman? Oh my god, now he looks like Batman. Because that's the whale. That's right, there is one of the 5 calamities. We have to book it before that thing gets here. We're all dead meat if we don't. One last thing I remember is our team leader. Right before I lost consciousness, the team leader, she stuck her empty employee card badge to my chest when the pirates weren't looking. Back then I didn't understand what she was doing, but now that I had some time to think about it, she did that so I'll look more valuable. So they'll take me hostage instead of leaving me to die. Me, who's just a rookie. Aw, Pilot. I do like that they gave him hair texture. I love that they gave him hair texture. Give us more people of color. Give us diversity, please. To summarize, every LCCB agent was either injured or unconscious. The middle got involved out of nowhere, and there was this calamity that even the middle bloke was scared of. So there's the elf abno called White Knight. Aleph, sure. It was a plague doctor that heals everyone who works with it, at first by performing miracles and marked them as disciples. Isn't that an ego type that we don't have yet? It will transform into more angelic white the more disciples it has, and when there's 13, it will breach, killing everyone and stop you from controlling time. It was hinted that it isn't Jesus, but actually Satan, because the thorn halo was floating above its head. But Jesus had the thorn. Maybe it wasn't because it wasn't on his head. It could be the Antichrist instead, honestly. And so it was more powerful, but when it reached 13, it killed everyone. Okay. An Aleph abnormality called White Knight. Oh, okay, it's an abnormality. So it was an enemy. Gotcha. And that was an lobotomy corp. Okay. But Jesus is wearing it, not floating above his head. Yeah. That's why I was just like, yeah, it's on his head rather than floating. And so I'm thinking maybe it was the Antichrist instead. However, there have been depictions of Jesus, like, having a halo on top of his head rather than on his head, too. I don't know. Religion is iffy and has gotten twisted over time. So I don't know anymore.
파일럿이
Can you give us the coordinates to the lobotomy court branch, Mr. Pilot? Of course.
물론입니다.
The pilot produced a piece of paper that had been folded over many times and handed it over to Faust. It's all right there, ma'am. Down to every last bit of detail you'll need. I hid it from them to the best of my abilities. He stuck it up his ass.
정말 다행입니다.
I'm glad that I was able to complete my mission, at least.
잠깐만요.
Wait,
그 재앙 말인데.
that calamity. Was there anything else about it that stood out? There's a bunch of harpoons in its back. There's got to be more.
흰색.
Pale.
분명 흰색인데.
It was white, an off-white color, unlike anything I'd ever laid my eyes on before.
아닌 듯한
It was towering and pallid,
거대하고
and that
창백한
rumbling,
이성이었다는
I'm sure I've heard of it
기억에
before.
남습니다. 아,
Right, it reminded me of U-Corp's Singularity. That rumbling sounded a lot like them tuning forks when they combined stuff together. Yeah, almost there.
거의 다 왔어.
She's about to... Jesus.
저도 같이 가겠습니다.
Let me tag along with it. No!
어쩌면 지부 안내.
I could be your guide in the lobotomy court branch. Absolutely not!
LCCB와의 작전 통행은
Indeed, this was supposed to be a joint operation with the LCCB where they were supposed to accompany us to the lobotomy court branch. What is your decision, Dante? Tell him that while I appreciate his offer, I decline. People that get involved with us often don't make it out in one piece.
동카.
우리가 너 살려준
We just saved your life, mate. Show some gratitude. Thank you?
파일럿 씨는
Mr. Pilot, remain on standby until the after team arrives. Then return to base and report your findings. So they declined, huh?
않는다는 결정이셨습니까?
Of course they declined.
혹시
The stories were true. I don't hear nothing but the ticking of their clock. There is a Zayn Abno that you could confess your sin to heal sanity, and it looks like a skull on a cross. That's real Jesus with the thorn halo on his head. I see. You could stop White Knight by making Last Disciple go to confess to Skull Jesus, and he'll kill White Knight instantly. I see. Okay. Jeebus be skull on cross? Executive manager, in their endless generosity, has also deigned to thank you for your offer. Remember that as you return. Jesus, Otis.
알겠습니다.
Alright.
그럼
Well then, best of luck to you all.
그럼
That's all I needed.
건 얻었으니까.
Bye. Duh. Ishmael was the first to leave the room. Well, this meeting was pretty short-lived.
만난 지 얼마 되지도 않았는데 바로 헤어지는구만.
Jesus Christ. Again, I will reiterate, all of these sinners have moments where I'm just like, you are so attractive, and it's getting to the point where it's just like, I would, kiss all of them. Let me in! Let me out of these mortal chains!
소드 씨에게 안부 전해줘.
But say hello to Suede for us, will you? And please tell her that I'm thankful for what she did for us.
정말 고마웠다고도 말씀해 주세요.
He's so cute!
그때 저는
Back then, I couldn't bring myself to tell her even that.
꼭
I'll be sure to tell her that.
파일럿군.
You've endured well despite the tribulations, pilot. Stop being nice, Yi-song. Stop it.
어,
Yi-song, how kind of you.
머리네.
누군가는
It appeared to me that he deserved such words. Autism. Oh, he starts crying. Whoa! 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 I want to see my team again. They were all so kind to me. Me being the rookie of the team and all. Oh, because that's Sinclair. Or it's me, because I'm the newest, but he's the youngest. Maybe there are survivors at the Lobotomy Corp branch. There's one thing I want to say so much that I need to restrain myself from spoiling. Is it involved with this Canto, or is it even further? Because if it's involved with this Canto, I don't know if I'll finish it today, but I really want to. Oh, he's crying. Oh. That's so sad. It's in this Canto? Okay, hold on. We'll see if we can get there. Pilot's eyes, which had been welling up for a while, eventually broke like a dam. Tears flowed down his cheeks to the ground. We shall bring them home. You have my word. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. Oh no. And mine too. We won't fail again. Ishi. Ishmael. Ishi fishy. Hey, hey, hey. Don't lose it. I've examined the variable coordinates Mr. Pilot provided us. Whale. What exactly are variable coordinates? Ships beyond a certain magnitude, like our Lobotomy Corp branch or the Marlin Port, receive partial laws of the Great Lake in an encrypted form from U-Corp. U-Corp holds a strict monopoly on the intel regarding the laws of the Great Lake within the nest. Of course, the vessels that receive that intel pay various prices for that privilege. Okay, U-Corp needs to chill out, dude. What the hell? It's just like, you can't have information or you will die. And I'm like, information on how to not die or I will die? If I have this information, I will die. If I don't have this information, I will die. They use that partial information to calculate at which location their vessels must be during which specific period to ensure a safe voyage, and finalize it to a standardized form known as a variable coordinate. Port ships often send out their coordinates to other vessels, as they want to host as many guests as possible, but vessels that prioritize privacy and secrecy, like the former L-Corp branch in question, will never do so. So the Lobotomy Corp branch we're looking for is kind of like a treasure ship, huh? Then there's gotta be a black market out there for people willing to pay big money for this coordinate. Impressive deduction. Also, unlike normal coordinates, variable coordinates are composed of lengthy and encrypted codes. Oh, excuse me. Therefore, vessels sailing across the Great Lake start by entering the variable coordinates of their destination. Based on that information, said vessels will follow a certain route charted via the automated navigation system that periodically confirms the current location of their destination. I don't want to talk that much ever again. Whoa, that's a lot of big words. Himbo. I said the exact same thing. I was like, God, I don't want to say that much ever again. Wow, big words. Honestly, if I was in his position, I'd be like, God, that was a lot of words. And then he's like, oh, that's a lot of words. Kiss on the mouth. There's a reason why they're my favorites. So basically, if we enter the information we got from Mr. Pilot here, we can meander our way to Lobotomy Corp. It's useless in the waters of the outskirts, beyond the borders of U-Corp. Indeed, but the Lobotomy Corp branches within U-Corp's borders. We will have no trouble analyzing the vessel's travel patterns as long as we have its variable coordinates. Gotcha. Then let's move on. Yisong and Sinclair nodded with determination, while the other sinners followed suit and hurried on. So I have exactly 2 sinners that really respect me. Rhodia, who's just kind of chill with it. Gregor, who's just like, yeah, fuck it, we ball. And then the rest of them that are like, shut up, Dante. Though I didn't catch a clear view, I think Ishmael nodded too. Aww. I like that picture. I like that picture a lot. Not Ishmael. Ishmael, it's not that she was bad. I was just like, I'm not like disregarding Ishmael's thing, Ishmael's moment, but I like the picture, this side of it. Not this one. We made our way past the mountains of shipping containers and back to where we first docked. I saw Virgilius and Caton on a bench watching us approach. The latter of the two was clearly suffering from crushing boredom. Caton, that being Caton. Caton ate ice cream. It was cold, but disappeared fast. Ice cream ain't permanent, so next hard boss is 5:30. Did it not have the putrid stench of the sea? Putrid? Caton doesn't know what that means. 'Tis a flavor not unlike licking a fish. Blonde girl licks fish? Funny taste. Caton, why does she talk like this? Something's happened by the looks on your faces. I won't tell you how to win this time. So I will be losing several times then. Explain. Allow me to explain. Upon our arrival at the promised location... That is none of my concern. I only want to know what intel you have learned, and make it short. We know where the Golden Bow is. It's in Lobotomy Court Branch in the middle of the Great Lake. Of course, it's in Lobotomy Court Branch. Did you learn anything else? We obtained its variable coordinates. I know what you're about to say. That's it? That's all you got? Or something. But just listen to the trouble we went through to... No, that's good enough. Almost makes me want to applaud you all. He smiled at us? The Mega Token stream. When I finish this Canto, we'll do that. Oh my? Virgilius, there was... I know exactly what you're about to tell me. I will deal with it. Stay out of this. Uh-oh. 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 You look impatient, Ishmael. I see that our earlier consultation did not ease your anxiety. Of course not. I don't even know what's happening with my mission. We're wading blindly through a misty sea. Yet here we are, shoving our noses in everything, everywhere. It's driving me up the wall. Relax. You must know that no path is ever direct in the Great Lake. I did not expect this much lack of patience from someone who spent most of her life here. You have 13 more to... Why do I have to get 13 of them? Can I assume the mess you left the manager's shoulder in is also a consequence of your impatience? Oh shit. Oh shit. I forgot that we're really important. That's... Well, clearly an unintentional mistake. If it wasn't, you wouldn't be sitting before me with your throat intact. Why do you fail to look further, Ishmael? But now you must have realized what awaits you at the end of this journey. That contract clause you're so impatient about is bound to make an appearance as long as you follow the manager's peculiar misadventures. How the fuck do you know that? Your combative attitude against the manager will only delay that inevitability. It happened 4 times. That's not a very big sample. Well, I'm good at reading how these things usually flow. If you're so sure about it, then fine. I won't let frustration get the better of me. I won't step out of line, not any more than necessary. Verge believes in destiny, maybe? He's just like... Verge, like, licks his finger, puts... You know how you, like, can test where the direction of the wind is? You lick your finger, you put it in there, he goes... It tastes like you're a bitch. Ishmael, what happened? What happened? You will still have to write up a form explaining your actions and the circumstances surrounding them. Gladly. As long as the guide is right.
혹시
Have you brought us any ice cream? Oh, he sung! No, he didn't!
아니요.
Bother not. I was merely conscious of the famed ice cream of Marlin Port.
얌전히
I shall board the bus boat. Post haste. Oh! Get this man some ice cream! What the fuck are we doing?
이상 씨,
I appreciate the effort, Isang.
알아주면
Your appreciation is more than enough. He's not gonna answer me anyway, but what were you two up to?
단테 씨가 물어봐도
Dante's asking a meaningless question. Don't let them rub off on you, Dante. What? Was I actually supposed to bring a tub of whale ice cream for everyone? No, I was just asking what you were up to. And maybe it would have been nice, Jesus. Alright. That was funny. That was really funny. Is this fighting? It's fighting and story. Okay. Titties. Cool. Let's go. I can feel in my heart that you... Whoa, 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 whoa. So Ishmael, this lobotomy corp branch is still a ways away. Why don't you rest up for a bit while you can? That's what we always do anyway. Or at least let me take the next shift. I've done my fair share of night watches. That's not convincing, brother. Gergerjan betrayed his confidence. Ishmael didn't care. She wasn't going to move from her station anyway. Ishmael looked like she was waiting for something to happen. Or maybe she was deathly afraid of something. She did not even for a second, leave the telescope, courtesy of Rain, most likely, installed on the modified Mephistopheles. It's a good attitude, Swabby. It's been my long-held belief that letting your guard down is to let your comrades down. I asked Otis her thoughts out of curiosity, but she simply replied that Virgilius had already acted upon the matter. If the executive manager would not take action, then that was that. Appreciate that. Alright, cool, cool. She also believes that while she would not hesitate to clash with Ishmael again should the need arise, she would not continue this pointless tussle that only lowered the team's morale. I guess that's good enough. But we're in the middle of a lake. Is this a lake, or are they just calling the sea a lake? Because they don't have, like, the word for sea or something, which I doubt. I fucking doubt. I don't know the Korean language. Also, it looks like the city is on an island. I'm also surprised that if... It looks like the city's on an island, however, just from the limited amount of, like, area that I've seen, that's what it appears to me, that the city's on an island, or at least it's on a peninsula. So a significant portion of it is surrounded by water. And if it's on an island, which I'm assuming it is right now, they call the sea the Great Lake. Sweet. If it's on an island, which I'm assuming it is at the moment, I could definitely be wrong. I'm surprised there's less references to, like, Lord of the Flies or something like that, because this is definitely a Lord of the Flies type of situation. Just got a notification. Never mind. As long as we stick to the laws of the Great Lake, I don't see us getting... There, ahead. Ishmael suddenly got up and hurried into the cabins as though she noticed something through the telescope. Attacked by anything. My bad. You didn't knock on wood, bitch. Jesus Christ. Time to drift again, redhead.
방향을 틀기에는
It's too late to change course.
저번 같은 건안
That
돼.
trick won't help us here.
안개 생성기로
They went through the trouble of hiding themselves in an artificial fog of war. We're obviously their target.
우리를 확실하게 노리고 있다는 거네요.
우리 위치가 밝아.
It's a matter of time before they catch up with the ship,
시간 문제.
now that they know our location.
어떻게 처리할지
Deal with them as soon as you will.
결정하도록.
저쪽 배로 넘어가고
Manager, permit us to
허락해주세요.
board their ship.
관리자님,
Are you sure that boarding their ship is the best course of action if we want to save our ship?
적어도
According to my experience, yes. Okay, I'll leave it to you then.
계속 그렇게
I hope you'll
힘이
continue to
있었으면
make wise choices like that. Check out the map before inner story node. You see what it looks like more there. You have the saddest news? Why do you got sad news? I sighed with relief as she seemed to be going along with me for now. With that, I took a few steps behind the other sinners and watched her.
작살을 꽂아서 배를
We'll hook their
강제로
ship
붙일
with
거예요.
harpoons, force them into a melee range.
한 명은 키를 잡고
Somebody grab the helm and turn it on my signal. Then someone should be on standby ready to shut the engine off at the right moment.
어이, 거기.
Hey you, bring some extra rope. You, wait for her signal inside the wheelhouse.
들어가서 대기해라.
Ishmael's explanations were rapid and confident. Otis nodded along affirmatively. The other sinners were quick to follow their instructions. Watching Ishmael throw her razor-sharp harpoon towards the pirate ship, I started to feel that something was off. There they were, the sinners, working so well together like clockwork. But underneath all that, maybe all that mattered to them was their own goals. Not to Yi-Song or Sinclair, okay? They matter to me, and I matter to them. That's what that's for, and that's all I care about currently. I get why the others might not, because we haven't done their Canto, but that's fine. I was wondering if all the time I spent thinking, hoping, and contemplating about our futures together were pointless. This thought lingered for a while. Excuse me. It lingered for a while in my head. Alright, time to brawl. These gonna be pirates or abnormalities? Pirates. That is Yi-Song. Alright. That should be good, because there's 3 of them. Yeah, go for it. Look in Discord. Okay. That's that guy's decision. He has every right to make that decision. Just remember, you might need to level up Ishmael a little for the dungeon. Well, I'm borrowing an Ishmael. Will I be unable to borrow an Ishmael? Or are you struggling? Go do that.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
Wait, no. Just borrow? Okay.
제가 묻었네요.
I like this Ishmael. I want this Ishmael. Sounds like he crashed out, not like in a funny way, but couldn't take it anymore. It's whatever people need to do to better themselves, you know? Sometimes you just need to take a back seat. That is you. There's only one offset. God, these things frustrate me. I want focused things. Oh, I also got Virgilius's announcer. I did get that now. And she's like mid now. It will be the same dev team. All right. Well, shouldn't be too bad. But she increases, Ishmael increases poise as well, which I appreciate, as well as burn. The Gregor, the fire Gregor that I have, he just kind of feral. He'd be like, he kind of barking like a dog a little bit, and I'm like, damn. Okay. Need to offset you. I need to offset Sinclair's first one. You. Okay. So be here. 2, 3, 1, 1, 2. Okay. Offset. Offset. Okay. And you're gonna have... Okay, so there's only one unopposed attack. Okay, that's fine. I mean, anything could go well with burn. Yeah. Also, on a less sad note, my mom went to... and is at the ER. Less sad? Okay, that's... doesn't seem less sad to me, but sure, okay. Matter of perspective, I guess. Hope she's okay. Sinclair, stop losing your clashes, bruh. Jeez. Or I guess stop winning your clashes. Yeah. Because if he wins his clashes, then he technically loses them. I need him to lose his clashes. It's not like he'll do much damage anyway, because his fucking... Yeah, he's at 45 sanity. Jeez. I have to say that punch that Nazi Faust has really hit. Nazi Claire might not be good for this team since you have too many sanity healers. I can't bring it in my heart to take him off my team. What the fuck is that? Oh, we're about to enter into a new zone. Where'd that shadow come from? I want to be a Sinclair main. Sinclair or Yisong main, you know. Yeah, this is the Great Lake map. It's cool. I like it. But yeah, I also got got this Honglu. I pulled and got this Honglu. I have him now. Him, Bunny, and her. I'm wondering out of those 4, I also have this Gregor as well. Out of all of those, which one should I also level up an up tie, you know?
벌써 화끈하네.
There are many small leaks with different rules. Whoa. A dog bit her hand and my other dog, so worst case scenario, she got a broken finger. That's the second best Hong Lu, but the best one is limited, so that would be the best non-limited Hong Lu. Wow, what does he do? I don't know what he does. I was just like, he kind of looks cool. I like Hong Lu. Fine. I pulled him. I just pulled him. I didn't like choose him or anything. He do discard slash. Sure, I know what that is. I have no idea. Jeez. Okay. Whew. I meant to click back on stream. That's fine. I don't care. Alright, well, tell her I wish her well, I guess. Unless that's too parasocial, then don't do that. That might be weird. So don't do that. We will do that. And y'all are fine, sure.
끝낸다.
Why did he not burn? Fuck. Let me check. Bleed. Okay. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. It's offset now. Cool. And there's only one to offset, yeah.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
So there is kind of power creep in this game. Cure it, alright. It's not like I have a better burn team either, so. Do we have to offset anyone? Yes. That one is Sinclair's second. Gotta offset. Cool. There are a lot of power creep in this game. Gregor, it's fine, chill, jeez. And it's because Yisong broke the game twice. Like, lore-wise, because true. Or, like, Yisong IDs broke the game. Which Yisong IDs would that be, anyway? Alright. Who staggered? What the hell? Of course it's you that staggered. You're getting staggered often. I'm getting pissed off. His stuff was too strong? Which IDs? Or echoes? Echoes? Egos. Just kidding. Can you not attack these back people, please? Damn. Can I change? No, I can't. That PM need to make everything else strong also. They're attacking Sinclair. I don't like. Sinclair might fucking die, actually, so. Because he's getting attacked twice. There we go. There you go. That is doing AoE damage now too. Okay. First one was Sun Shower. It was going to be a He Echo, but it was too strong. They needed to change it to a Wow. They forced them to introduce Wow Echoes earlier than expected. I see. Had to restart completely. Well, I feel bad for that person. What do I get if I get all 13 mega tokens?
뜨거운 불꽃이 마음을 녹일 수 있다면.
Sinclair die? Nope. Alright, that wasn't that bad. Alright. Okay, we managed to heal and do area damage. It's just now everybody's 45 except you. I need you to be like corroded. Hopeless, hopeless. Alright, that makes complete sense. I'll be the only survivor burning passion. It's 13. Yeah, what do I get if I do all 13 more? Closer to the $1 million prize and free. I guess I can go, yeah. I didn't know if you had to do like specific things for the $1 million prize, and I didn't know if I qualified for it. Because I didn't download Roblox to really do the $1 million thing. But I mean, I guess I could go for it, I guess. Ye crafty bastards! We were going to board your ship first!
우리가 좀 바빠서 말이야.
We've got places to be, things to do, okay? Now answer my questions. Lie or flap your gums meaninglessly. I'll tear the lips off your faces. Mugs means faces. Speak. Who sent you plonkers? Plonkers? What the fuck? After us. We can't let someone who dared to lay a finger on our first mate leave in one piece. The second time is Ring Song. There's nothing else to be said. He was too strong, and PM wanted to nerf him like they did to Sunshower, but got so much backlash because nerfing an ID would make them less strong, unlike Sunshower. By changing it from He to Wow only makes you use more resources and not the ego power itself. Your very breath brings shames to our syndicate. By Captain Hook's orders, you won't leave here alive. Ain't that bloody marvelous? I like seeing a good camaraderie. So what I'd say about flapping your gums meaninglessly? I think your threats will rattle us. We're no tenderfoots, you stupid sons of bachelors. Bachelors? What a clingy bunch. We spared your first mate's life, and this is the thanks we get? You think this is what Smee meant? That we'll regret it if we... No. You're juvenile whining. That's not from shame. Huh? When all of your mates lay dead, consumed, manipulated, and led into a meat grinder by collective insanity of a madwoman. When you are left in that endless void where the only sound is the beating of your heart. Wait. And when you realize that your heart continues to beat because it's still desperately, pathetically clinging onto your life. Despite all that, that's when you feel true shame. Shame is a powerful feeling. Wait. Looking at the sorry state of your boat, I can hazard you've no clue what you're doing out here. A lot of foreshadowing. I can tell. I can very much tell. Spare me and I'll tell you what you need to know, and I'll even put in a good word in the boss man for you. Nothing to lose here, lass. You won't have anyone to put in a good word if you kill me. Am I getting through to you? Spare me. And you just might sail out this lake with your... Well, she's dead. I was gonna say before, she died, that I also appreciate that the feminine pirates are also more masculine looking as well, because, I mean, like, they're doing laborious jobs. They're not gonna look pretty. They don't really care about their looks. So, I do like that. I'm tired of listening to these inane, meaningless pleas.
방금 저게 마지막이었죠?
That was the last one, right? Let's go back to our ship. The ship was still as death. Its sails fluttered a forlorn dance in the winds. I can tell that was a lot of foreshadowing. That was basically handing over a document of all of her trauma in one. Pride and wrath. I got a lot of wrath. Now we need piercing. Bro, what? I'm trying to think, is there a fire piercing? And I don't think there is. There's a big girl. She's so muscular and big. She was so muscular and big. She was also a Rodion? Rupture poise. I need more pride. Can't spoil, not a center, but you'll find out soon. Okay. Slashing, okay, this one maybe. Slashing. No, but he only has one. That's slashing and blast, that ain't gonna work. Can I see that? Thank you. The big girl's quick. A lot of streamers mistake her for a guy. Dude, I don't know people. Anyway. I don't think I'm gonna do that support. I'm trying to... Maybe somebody already has the new Rodion? Nope. Top blast. No, that's not gonna work. Okay. He got long hair? What the hell? I'm looking around. I'm trying to find cuz it's
이번 의뢰는 몇 발이나 들고 가야 하냐?
it's a what is this type? What is this type? It's a poke. It's not a blast or a slash, but it's a pierce. It's a pierce. There it is. I was like, it's a poke. I need one that's good for my team. Is there a pierce? Is there a pierce fire type? Because she's blast and pierce, and I could make that work. But is there just a purely pierce fire type? Preferably one of not the ones I've selected. The Barber of La Manchaland? Oh god, seeing Otis dressed like that is appalling to me. That's so appalling to me. What is this? Blast. Magic Bullet Otis is fire pierce. All guns are also pierce. But this one's not. This one's blast. She pierce on only one of them. She blasts on those. I guess I'm being too picky. I'll go with Rodion. Because she's blast, pierce, pierce, blast. Which is fine with me. Sorry, I was being picky. So something's been bothering me. Wasn't it weird how they all seem so certain that if we kept going this way, we'd run into some other huge disaster?
특기할 점은 아닙니다.
It's nothing of note, manager. It is but a byproduct of their firm belief in their advantage over us.
그것보다 특이했던 것은
I observed an oddity, however. They had installed numerous spikes on the lower side of their ship's hull. They are not for ramming into other vessels. I have heard that such tactics were occasionally used in naval combat.
충각을 노렸다기에는
They were installed far too low in the water to be useful as a means of ramming other ships.
설치한 지
It can be extrapolated from the metal levels of corrosion that the spikes concentrated on the keel of the boat have been installed recently. How did you see the keel of the boat?
가까우니
The water was clearer up close than it appeared from a distance. Maybe they were trying to stop something from climbing up into the ship. I think they were trying to stop that big-ass whale that had a lot of harpoons into it. Can't imagine that any fish would swim blindly into the keel of a boat. Not birds crashing into windows. Maybe it was nothing. You know how superstitious pirates could be? If it was like a good... What if it's like a good luck charm? Maybe we should have let assistant manager pilot tag along.
대리와 통행을 해야 했나? 파우스트 씨, 뭐 알고 있는 거
Know anything about this? Why does he call her Fro Faust? Fro Faust? No pertinent information has been updated. The most we can do is to ensure that we do not violate any laws of the Great Lake. Thus continued our journey to the lobotomy court branch with the variable coordinates pilot gave us. I haven't got out of bed yet. I'll take a shower, BRB. Do what you gotta do, bro. It's your day off. Paranoia of the unknown weighing heavily on our shoulders. And after an indeterminate amount of time, Otis, we will have to steer the ship port side. What? Otis, who was looking at ahead from the bow of the ship, whipped around. Whatever Faust said seemed to have hit her unexpectedly. Hey, it hasn't been an hour since you told us that we'll have to cross this zone in a straight line. We are falling short of our target speed. At our current rate, we will be struck by the next zone's waves as soon as we exit here. Is that the damn law of this zone? Indeed. Though our encounter with the pirates was rapidly resolved, we still fell behind schedule. That variable coordinates now points to a different route. How much time are we going to have to waste here? According to the variable coordinates, the necessary roundabout path will cost us 3 more days. Otis bit her lip with discontent before suddenly turning in my direction. Executive Manager, I have a genius plan. No, a plan that will not only accelerate this operation, but also increase the chances of securing and rescuing the lives of LCCB agents. If we were to waste 3 more days at sea, there's a very little guarantee for their well-being. Well, what's the plan? We keep going forward. With that, Otis slowly raised the acceleration lever. Oh. What? Are you nuts? We'll be sailing right into the waves, you know that? I know what the waves are, Swabby. I'm not as ignorant of the Great Lake as you might think. You've had plenty of experience weathering and conquering waves as well, haven't you? Yeah, but that's because they were unavoidable. Because we lacked enough information to take the roundabout path. I've never sailed knowingly into the waves before. But you still prevailed, didn't you? And that was when you didn't have someone to bring you back. I say this well within our capabilities. Besides, there's the added benefit of accelerating our mission and the higher possibility of rescue that the executive manager and a few underlings wanted. It was clear to me that you, Ishmael, weren't so happy with how slow our progress has been. What is it? Do you suddenly gain a yearning for a 3-day sunbathing break? Instead of responding to Otis's sarcastic remark, Ishmael squinted in the direction of the boat was speeding in. The tides, the odor, the speed, the color. The lake over there is the blue whirling lake of murk and fish reek. I haven't suffered its waves before, but I know many ships have. Many which are now lying at the bottom of that lake. Fine, as long as we don't join them. I just realized tomorrow is Wu's 2.2 trailer. Nice. Good. What if we just went to take a quick look, and if we feel like it's too much for us, we can go back the way we came from, right? Sinclair, no! Go back the... There's no such thing as going back in this lake. Your decision, Dante? Why would we do that? Dante, you're an idiot! Crossing the zone's borders to the target lake. You've got to be kidding me. Otis, you better be right. As soon as those words left Ishmael's mouth, there was a flash in the sky. Thunder? It's really starting to pour. We're in the eye of the storm. Wait, but the sky was clear just moments ago. Dante, you're an idiot! How could this... The waves are already here, manager. That was an entertaining display. Cut on. Whoa! Animation! Whoa! No way! This is cool. This seems like a good opportunity to test that function. Switching to endure mode. Oh! Whoa! That's when reality began to sink in. What had happened to, what happens to, and what will happen to everyone and everything that entered this lake without preparation for what's to come. What should we do now, Ishmael? There's this adage that every greenhorn sailor of the Great Lake hears before they set their first sail. There is but one thing you can count on if you find yourself in an unfamiliar lake whose waves are alien to you. A colossal wave rises to its crest before us. Ready your weapons if you want to delay the It's not your sailing prowess, your far-seeing eyes of Pathfinder, or the unbreakable bond between you and your mates. Many sailors fail to endure this trial and instead choose to become sacrifices to the depths of the lake. Huh? Something's climbing onto our ship! Trust nothing but your own resolve to hold steadfast in the face of terror, in the face of calamity. Though the raging lake may remain indifferent to the will of your meager existence. Okay, I like this. Whoa. Whoa. All right. That's the hand of a huge whale, by the way, and things you're fighting are just small parasites. I figured. I didn't know the whales would have hands. Although I should have, you know. Gregor, it's fine. Jeez. Jeez, chill the fuck out, dude. This isn't 4:30, right? This isn't the boss. Or are you struggling? Shut up. Don't struggle. You'll find out what whales are soon. Whale. No, is a guy. Oh, is it the holy crap, what the hell are you? Okay. You're gonna be struggling, that's fine. I needed to go to this guy. That guy is gonna hit you, and that's not great.
뜨거운 불꽃이 마음을 녹일 수 있다면
It's fine. That's fine. That's not bad. We can take some we can take some hits. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We can take some hits. That is Otis's first one. There we go. Now that's offset. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Who else are you clashing with? Faust. Alright. It's the Capitano guy. Looking ass. Motherfucker.
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에
It's on a leash. Kinky. Anyway. So are the Big Brother people the guy that hunted us in the beginning? No words come to mind to rightly describe that creature. Oh, hold on. I have to voice act it. I have to voice act it like Isong. No words come to mind to rightly describe that creature. The unfathomable entities inhabiting the depths of the lakes are called whales. And those that emerge from them are called mermaids. Ah. I feel like they should be called selkies instead. Because whales are mammals. Selkies are mermaids, but from seals. So seals are mammals rather than fish. So they should be called selkies. That's my opinion, but you know. That's the whale of the porous hand. I was really hoping to avoid that one. Is that one of the whales they were talking about at U-Corp? Dude, probably. Do mermaids raid ships too? I read about them once as a child, but these don't look anything like how they did in the books. Mermaids? I still remember the horrible bedtime stories my brother used to tell me about them. What have you gone through? So they make perfumes out of these things? Virgie, isn't this a good time for you to lend us a hand for— Nope. I made the decision. Really? That's the guy who practically spectated like a bystander when we got slaughtered back at K-Corp. He didn't even blink. Ah, he did wave at us though. But I couldn't wave back because my wrists were getting snapped in half. Jeez. Oh. Of course, I won't sit idly by as Mephistopheles sinks, if it ever comes to that, but know that I will take action only under a very particular set of circumstances. I've gotten 2 fucking announcers and 5 different triple O's. What have you been doing? In which all of you are decimated. The enemies have crushed the manager's head and are about to tear the hands off that clock. Are you serious right now? Dante, I can't allow them to take the company's precious assets right before my eyes now, can I? I'm precious? So I'm afraid that you won't see me step in before every single one of you are dead. What samurai? You'll get samurai. You'll get the samurai. You'll get her. I trust that you will. Mr. Guide, are you really as good as they say? Maybe the stories about you were just tall tales, you know? Don't say that, Rodion. That's— no, do not. Yeah, Don Quixote's like, chop. Yeah, that's just not. 2 previous victims of Virgilius interjected, albeit in hollow voices, to rebut Rhodio's rather dangerous remark. Fitting to swipe $40 Wait, you have a whole event. You have 2 whole weeks. Chill out. It's fine. Chill out. So either take them out, welcome them aboard with open arms, or whatever. I'm leaving it up to you, all of you. So that's the whale. Deadass, I don't care. Who's your big sis that you're so yearning for? I have to spend lunacy. I don't want to do that. Anyway, I'm literally so close to 24. Alright, that's fine. Rest can stay. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make money here, okay? I'm spending a lot of time streaming to you guys, providing genuine, authentic entertainment, alright? Be grateful. Be grateful. Honestly, you guys are the entertainment for me. Yeah. You guys are the entertainment for me. Y'all are funny as hell. Alright. Alright. Blah, 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 blah. That is... Who are you? That is... Grecker. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. So it'll be... Nope. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Is that it? Wait, hold on. Yeah. There we go. Yes. Let's do that. Nah, y'all are the funny ones here. I'm merely... Oh, did I lose that clash? God damn it. Y'all are the funny ones here. I merely am just a, I don't do much. No, she staggered it. Didn't kill it. Damn, they're getting Faust. What the hell? They got Faust bad. Alright. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's definitely fine. Yes. Go for it. Vomit froth? I love how the voice actors for all of these different identities they're so, Wave 1 of 4, what the hell? I have to win this in 10 turns? This is not going well. Actually, this is actually really not going well.
제압 완료. 승객 복원 중.
Okay. Okay, you're offset. Okay, hold on. You're her second one. You're gonna be struggling. I'm surprised you weren't staggered. Okay, and I need one more gloom in order to make sure I have that, but that's fine, that's fine. Jeez. There we go. 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 Okay, he didn't lose. He's been losing recently, and I'm just like, damn. Stop. And I mean, like, losing for him, not like... He's supposed to get, like, tails on the other side of the coins. He's been doing the wrong thing. That is Otis's first one. Which is that one. That's offset now. Everybody looks fine. Alright. What does the new Otis do again? I didn't really look into it. Does she burn? Why did that just blur? Oh, did that blur because it took, like, massive damage?
괜히 저항하지 말고 받아들여. 그게 덜 아플걸?
Ooh. Happens when we kill one of their things. Okay. Okay, so I did beat it in 10 turns. It needed a bit of time to... Oh, there's a big one. Oh, there's two big ones. Both do Rapture. Or Rupture. Because it's not Rapture, it's Rupture for sure. All of them are clashed. Hold on. And there's no offsets. No need to offset. Yeah. Oh, God. You're doing great, sweetie. Potato, tomato. No, for real. It is kind of potato, tomato at that point. 42 damage. God. I have too many sanity healers. Too much. But yeah, with the new update, a lot of people were playing Limbus Company today. Yeah, 165 people were. Or they were watching people play Limbus Company for the new update. Alright, let's fucking go. We're almost done. Alright, that is Yisung's second one. Is there... Okay, shut up. Turn that off. Okay, there's not another one. There you go. And we're not doing bad. You might die. Because you're hopeless for something. There's a new peak on Steam. Good. I'm glad. There we go. Did I just lose? We just need more in-game. You should try Sniper Heathcliff. Okay, I'll do Sniper Heathcliff next time. Gregor, it's not that serious, chill.
괜찮아. 이젠 안 아플 거야.
I have 2 waves to beat all of these things? Oh boy, okay. Well, do you. Let's do that. Anything else changing? No. Okay. You are... Who are you? Hold on. Shut up. Who are... I can't see. Are you Rodia's? No. Rhoda's clashing there. Oh, but that's with her AoE. That's with her AoE. That's Faust's. I can't do that because that's her ego. Both of those are the egos. Alright, well, that's that. There you go. Gotta do that. Honestly, it's the first time I find Heathcliff hot. You know what? Fair assessment. They can take their time with it. Come on, Sinclair. Sinclair's dead! No! Sinclair's dead! No! I literally... No! It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Holy hell. Alright. Bye. Okay. We're doing that one again. We'll do another ego again, sure. It's favored, unopposed, everything's fine, sure. I don't know if I'm gonna beat this in 10 turns. That's painful. That voice actor did so well. He put his whole ussy into that, you know? Do you think voice actors take that as a compliment? Putting their... It's fine. Just come back and clear later. No, we'll win. We're gonna win. We're gonna win. The Gregory. I'm talking about the VA.
이 전투는 승리할 거예요.
Alright, this is turn 10. Okay, who... That is... Ah, fuck. Take that off. There we go. We should be able to beat it in this turn. We should. We need to upgrade level. I need to level up the center so badly. It's getting pertinent. Oh, okay. All right. We win. We always win these. That is not what that whale would have sounded like. That whale would have had like 7 octaves of bass to it. Sorry, Sinclair, I'll let you die. How many left?
몇 마리 남았죠?
None.
그럼 이것이
And this is the last one. There was something off about those mermaids that crawled out of that whale. Whale-ussy? A feeling not so different from looking at an abnormality or distortion. I didn't say that wrong. Were they human once?
내 설명이
I
부족했겠네.
guess I should have explained better.
단순히 밑바닥에
Not every creature that lives in the depths of the Great Lake are called whales. Whales specifically referred to everything in the Great Lake that can parasitize humans. So the mermaids were once humans, and the whales went and now they cough them out. Whales give birth to mermaids. Yeah, okay. And where did the mermaids come from?
파도에 밀려온
They're
고래의
people
피부로
devoured by whales that came with the waves. There's no guarantee that we won't meet the same fate.
알겠죠?
Now you know why you could turn the clock all day and fail to bring us
나아갈 사람이
back.
없을지도 모른다고요.
I see now. The waves will be unrelenting, unabating. And Ishmael, who'd already weathered and braved these endless crashing waves, was starting to snap strand by strand.
내게는
I have a mission that I can't
반드시
fail.
이루어야 할 목표가 있고.
Mermaid perfume is human perfume. I didn't even think about that for a second. And that makes my skin crawl. And I'll kill everything that stands in my way.
곤두박질 치면서
Even if I were to stumble, even if every part of me were to fall apart, I'll see it through to the end. I can't wait till she breaks. That's gonna be so good. I don't want to see, like, women broken down. I just like seeing characters break, and I'm just like, yes! Give me the vulnerabilities. Make them human. Make them flawed. I want to see it! Determined and ferocious, both good attitudes to have when setting sail on an adventure. Because our voyage is just getting started. Oh. Am I looking at stained glass right now? Why is this ringing? Shut up. Shut up. Stop the ringing. This is pissing me off. I want to look at this. Hold on. Let me turn it off at least for the stream. Because I don't want you guys to suffer through that. So, this looks... hate to say it. This looks like Yi Song's Mirror Worlds. This looks like what he was working on. Does this also have some technology, like with Mirror Worlds and shit? Is it similar? Okay, let me turn the audio back on. I didn't want you guys having to suffer through the ringing.
두드려 패고 꿰뚫는다. 이게 우리 사과지. 아, 덥다. 뭐 시원한 거 먹으러 가는 거 어때? 빙수가
이곳 인간들은
Reward exchange. Can we exchange for... oh, we can. 9 of those, because those are going to be helpful to me right
이곳
now.
인간들은 딱
Alright. Okay, that puts me in a slightly better position now. Okay. Alright. Let's keep going. Hold on. Wait. Can I look at the map? You said I could look at the map. If you're stuck, try Captain Ishmael. She was designed to do well for this Canto for obvious reasons. How can I look at this map? Oh, that's on it. Dante's notes. Oh, okay. This is... Oh my god. Oh, I don't like... I don't like all these notifications. What? Oh. God, there's so much information that I need to go through another time. Go to Canto 5 and look around. What? I'm not done. Okay. Drive. Canto 5. This isn't helping me. This is just about the story. I can't zoom out or anything. Hold on. Black hole? Me? What? I didn't say that. I didn't say that? Don't worry about that. Tomorrow's Thursday. Just kidding. Okay. Sorry, I have medication I need to take. I'm just like... This is the best you can see the whole map of the Great Lake. God damn it. Okay. I don't want to see the whole map of the Great Lake. I was looking for the map of... Like, are we on an ocean right now? Because... That looks like ocean down there. And then, like... I'm assuming this is ocean out here. But it also could be what the outskirts are. And so, like, if this is a whole island right now, then... Cruise party. The lake. When I look into its waters, I see my shimmering reflection. 'Cause you're hot. Maybe I'm just as refracted and twisted like my reflection in the water. It doesn't matter which lake we're on. I always look so warped, so unstable. Yeah, we all do. It's fine. I happened upon Ishmael's musings around the time we were on our way to the elusive lobotomy court branch at the Great Lake. It had been a while since our last disastrous incident. Maybe my distorted reflections were just me. Even from a distance, it was evident that Ishmael was gazing down at her own reflection in the water. We don't know what the outskirts are, but we know that there's a snowy mountain and that there's a desert. Oh, okay. So it's not an island. Good to know. I rested my wandering feet and decided to watch her for a moment. I wanted to see what Ishmael was looking at, together.
손에
My hands were peeling, bleeding. Oh, that's me.
소금물이 들어가서 쓰라렸게.
Salt water seeped into my gaping wounds. It hurt so much. So much that I thought I might faint if I didn't let go.
놓을 수 없었어.
But I couldn't.
무엇을 놓고 싶지 않았던 걸.
What was I holding on to?
관리자님.
Executive Manager,
보고드리겠습니다.
there's a matter that requires your attention. We're approaching our next coordinates. Okay,
저도 보죠.
I'll go see too. Ishmael woke up from her introspection and straightened herself. She strode towards us.
앞에는 뭐가 있죠?
What's up ahead?
눈앞에 보이는 것과
Lobotomy Corp headquarters used to be a desert, and there's an intervalo about the outskirts. Well, I'm excited about that. The radar's caught something we have visual on. A solitary ship.
그리고
And it looks like we have 3 hours to kill before we're allowed to move on to the next lake. Unless
곳으로 갈 때까지
the executive manager would authorize us to weather the waves once more.
그럴 필요는 없겠지만.
No, Otis. The losses were worse than I anticipated. And remember what Ishmael said? We were extremely lucky the waves that came for us was a relatively manageable one. Yes, executive manager.
따르겠습니다.
It was Christmas episode, so we only got to see the snowy area in a village. Sinclair, Christmas? I don't know. Thanks to Otis, who quickly abandoned the idea, the sinners and I could observe this new vessel with somewhat lighter hearts. Oh, what a relief. It doesn't look like a pirate ship. That's... Thank you, Dawn. Lo, that is a mini cruise ship over yonder. A very veritable party ship, a vessel of partying. Even from a distance, I could see the colorful balloons and banners decorating the ship. I love to party. None shall be vexed, no matter how I frolic at the party. Naught will pay mind to how I leap and run and shout in there. What joy is it not? Virgie, go easy on the girl, why don't you? Virgilius has to like turn around and walk away. But I'm sure they'll sell local delicacies there too. Liquor, treats not found anywhere else but in the city. Rudy and Dawn both shot twinkling glances in my direction, then at Virgilius, then back at me. Virgilius shrugged. Whatever we decided to do here was none of his business. Well, maybe they can tell us something about the nearby Lobotomy Corp branch. Or maybe they know something about the LCCB agents. That's singing. Don Quixote was rhythmically swaying her shoulders. Maybe she was trying to imitate the Marlin dance she glimpsed back at the club. Let me ask thee, and I find... No. Okay, hold on. The faintly blaring music was the only response. Maybe they can't hear us over the music. Boy, music these days. They're just too loud. Okay, old man. Jesus Christ. It'll be faster if we just head over there and ask them in person. I guess we can quickly stop by and ask them a few questions. We had 3 hours to kill anyway. Might as well make ourselves useful and collect some intel. Ishmael shot a glance at Virgilius before staring at the floor wordlessly. I'd say it's a reckless idea to row to a random vessel we don't know anything about, like its owner or its history, but if the executive manager insists. I think it's reckless too. I feel like I'd be a better manager. Then let's stop by. Now that was a very Otis thing to say, isn't it? It's just the attitude I decided to adopt. Now this boat will come useful. Will come in handy. Not come in useful, come in handy. I don't want to come in useful or handy. With this, will this boat not capsize? Oh, he's feeling sick. Why do people in horror movies always do this? I know! But the thing is, as long as, you know, it's not something like the whale that can parasitize off of people, and it's actually just people, not that we know it's just people. If it's just regular people that might want to kill us, it's just like, it's fine. Should I pack some life vests or a buoy? By the time all 13 of us squeezed our way in, the skiff was absolutely packed and precariously swaying. Some sinners' faces darkened with concern. Don't worry, guys. Even if you all drown, I'll bring you guys right back. All right as rain. Just kidding. Right then, drink responsibly, everyone. I don't think. In a manner that was extremely out of character, Virgilius waved at us. Does he know something that we don't? This is all the learning process, Dante. It's all your learning process, dude. That's all I can say. We're so close to doing a 10 pull. Okay. Cruise party 2. I'm scared. Dante would need to turn the clock until they learned how to swim. Holy fuck, dude. I still don't see anyone on the deck. But, wait but a moment. I shall make use of mine lungs to howl a bellow so powerful they have no recourse but to heed us. Nope. Shut up, you'll burst my eardrums. By the way, is it okay for us to just barge into a yacht party like this? We don't have an invitation or anything like that either. Puff out your chest, Greg. The more the merrier, right? They'll understand. I don't think so. I couldn't care less about a party. We're here to gather intel. Waste any more time and I'm leaving you behind. Wow, this place is fancy. It really is fancy. Numerous I can't read right now. Numerous liquor bottles and half-eaten food were strewn about haphazardly all over the deck. Okay, this isn't dangerous. It appears that this party must have ended very recently and abruptly. I spy a light shining from the ship's interiors. I shall swiftly, like the wind, and verify its sources. Dawn, running on sheer excitement for a party, scuttled to the cabins. Who the fuck would party in a place like this? Not me, that's for sure. That's one loudmouth gone. Then Heathcliff slammed his fist onto the loudspeaker that's been blaring music this entire time. Blimey. Well, that's a relief. I thought my eardrums were about to burst. I decided to remain silent. The music was pretty loud. It's awfully quiet now that the music's gone. Oh, this reminds me of a similar story my Nana used to tell me. It's an old story, but Don Quixote returns with a dumbfounded expression on her face. There was not? What? What was not? Food, drinks, both? There was no one. Yet the lights were left on, with nary a soul to be seen inside. Ridiculous. It's clear that mere moments ago a large group of people were having a party on the deck. How could there be no one aboard? Okay, so from my intuition, this music sounds like something horrible is here. For truth, mayhaps they're busying themselves with the game of hide and seek? Nope. Can't imagine that crowd that left all these liquor bottles behind would be the kind that enjoys playing hide and seek like kids at a party. You don't know what drunk people are. So what, they just vanished into thin air? Like they were... Wait, did the waves already... There's one remaining possibility, the ship's storage space.
그런데 파티를
Are you
하던
saying that these
사람들이
party people
모든
left all this
음식을
uneaten food and liquor behind just to huddle in a cramped storage room?
아, 네, 딱 이런
I remember now, yes, the story went just like this. Honglu, what are you about to tell me?
성대한 잔치를
Once a huge manor sent out invitations for a grand party. But then the guests arrived, they found the manor vacant and engulfed in deathly silence.
저희 노래나
How about we get the music going again?
라디오 작살냈는데?
I smashed the radio, lad.
이게 파도에
If this ship was struck by the waves,
당장 나가야
we have to get out of here now.
그런데
Then boom, boom, banging noises coming from behind the door, slightly ajar. So of course they were sent in there to investigate and there they were, bodies as stiff as corpses, in rigor mortis, arms stretched forward, hopping up and down. That's I think I'll go check out the storage space. No, don't do that. No. Sinclair, wherefore art thy palm so soft? It's genetics. Oh, the Chinese zombies. Why are they Chinese? Why aren't they just zombies? Sinclair hurriedly left the room in search of the ship's storage. Which was the dance that was all the rage back then, apparently. The art of dancing must truly be an art of great profundity.
별 이야기도 아니었잖아.
Well, that was some damp squib. Nope, squib. I thought it was actually going somewhere.
본인은 틀림없이
I had thought with quite the confidence that this would be a tale of the living dead.
괜히 애 겁주기는
Now, what'd you do that for? You scared the kid off. Where'd he go? I'll go find Sinclair. No, I'm referring to the specific type of zombie. Okay. I was just like, alright, you don't... What does Chinese have to do with all this? Okay, piercing. So this is Captain Kurokumo. Okay. She's all slashed though. Okay. They're just moving corpses in Chinese folklore. Hong Lu's telling us about the corpse jumping up and down. Probably.
파우스트가 나설 만한 곳이어야 할 겁니다.
Alright, well. We're gonna have to fight. It's pretty dark in here. The hallway to the storage was significantly narrower than the party deck. I had nothing but faint, occasionally flashing lights to guide me through this dark hallway. I'll just put... No, that's Kurokumo Ishmael. I'll put one for you. Thank you. I'll just do you this favor. And I'm like... You're so pitiful. I'll just do you this favor, Dev. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. I decided to proceed carefully. Seriously, this place is way creepier than whatever Hong Lu was going with in his story. Sinclair? You there? I wasn't sure where these water droplets were falling from, but they were really getting on my nerves. I don't see anything here. Not that I could in this dark. Even if there were. All I see is a very faint ray of light and... Jojo. Like the little capes flowing. Sinclair? And Sinclair, it seemed to me that he'd been standing here for a good while. Exactly how long, I wasn't sure. Sinclair stood there like death. He looked up. What are you looking at? What is baby boy looking at? Now that I'm here, I noticed there was something funny about the ray of light. I assumed the light I saw from a lamp or something, but no, it was just there, surrounding the general area where Sinclair stood. There was no light source. So the light shining in from the outside, maybe. No, that doesn't make sense either. We're deep in the ship's storage, a big metal box with no opening for even a single strand of natural light. Besides, it's nighttime. This is getting more and more bizarre by the second. Where's this light source coming from? Sinclair, we gotta get out of here. Run, now! Come on! Fear of the unknown intensifies. What I saw defied every bit of common sense I had accumulated over the journey, and I had to get Sinclair out of there. I snatched and tugged on his limp wrist. Come on, wake up! That seemed to have done the trick. Sinclair suddenly snapped back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. And began screaming. He bolted out of the room. Oh, that was good. That was good. The lads lost the plot. What in the bloody... There was a person floating. There was a person floating. There was someone up, just suspended in the air.
이거 진짜
Okay,
무서워지는데.
now I'm actually creeped out.
사람
That can't be a person.
그럼
Then that was...
네, 설명할 시간이
What do you
있나요?
think? We have enough time for a lecture? Prepare for battle. Alright, who is this? What are they? Whale of the Thousand Strands Mermaid. Okay. Alright. Interesting.
화격검.
Wonder what the Thousand Strands whale does. You're struggling. Put defense for that one.
정화.
Interesting, interesting, interesting.
부드러지게.
괜찮아. 상처는 찢었으니까.
Why were you staggered? You have 81? Damn. There's 2 waves. Fuck. Okay. Okay, no one's attacking him anymore. And there's not defense I need to worry about.
충전 기능
Okay.
점검. 단숨에 정리하도록.
Hair strands, maybe?
끝내.
Or maybe it's talking about, like, tentacles or something. I don't know.
타오르시게. 좋아. 다 죽어라.
Nice, nice, nice.
공간을 뭉갠다. 제압 완료. 승객 보건 준비.
Okay, okay, okay. Alright. Gregor, why are you fucking 80? Jesus Christ. You are dying. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Who is getting beat? You can take a hit, you're fine. Yeah, you can take a hit, you're fine.
화격검.
괜찮아. 이젠 안 아플 거야.
How did he lose that? Damn. Okay. I'll do that. Sure. They're minus coins enemies, so the favor or dominating is not true. I see.
제압 완료. 승객 보관 준비.
So there's Sinclair.
공간을 뭉갠다.
No, minus coin is the red ones. That's a new game mechanic I'm gonna have to really understand. Because I don't understand the minus coins. I understand the opposite coins like the Sinclair. Now, I have to look into the minus coins. Send me something one of the devs of one of the games with the mega token said the token was quite literally luck based. Ah, that kind of sucks. Alright, we're so close to doing a 10 pull. Alright. Back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. What did you say? They're exactly like Nazi Sinclair. Oh, you said to take you off. And to do gun. And we still don't have this one. Yeah. The more likely they'll win the clash. Okay. So we're gonna try gun
이번
Heathcliff.
의뢰는 몇 발이나 들고 가야 하냐?
입증을 알리는 음악 소리가 들린.
Cry about some token more important in their life. Hey, I'm kind of the same way a little bit. For Sniper Heathcliff, just don't use the light blue skill. That is literally the first skill right there. If you don't have a choice, use his defense skill. All right. Okay.
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 정리하다.
What's his... I have to look at his light blue skill now. I want to look. Be like, why is it so bad? Here, 63. Not bad. Not the best. Not bad, though. I see it now. I see it now. I see the negative coins now.
괜찮아구만.
Spend 1 ammo. I'm the only survivor.
사격 개시.
So he has limited ammos. He'll snipe with blue and purple skill with 1 bullet, dealing so much damage. Got it. So what happens when he runs out of ammo? Is he like...
충격 무력. 확인.
I'm guessing the snipe doesn't count as the ammo then.
타오르시게 비들어지 언제까지 버티나 보자고. 타오르시게
Okay. The light blue, he'll do hip fire with 3 ammos and deal dog shit damage. Ah, I see. Okay, so it's not the blue one. It's the same one regardless. And Faust is gonna take a hit.
불길
Okay.
속으로. 한 점만 노린다.
Damn.
깔끔한 헤드샷.
Holy crap, he killed it! Runs out of ammos who retreat, which means you'll use 5 centers instead of 6. Well, that's stupid. That's like when Faust killed herself with the fire one. The fire Faust just, like, does suicide. one did a lot of damage.
파격금.
Okay. That's died, but Heath will retreat, which means your other sinners will get a free skill slot. Okay, so that's not the worst thing that could happen. Not the best, but it's not the worst thing that could happen.
공간을 뭉갠다. 제압 완료. 승객 복원 준비.
Heathcliff just goes, peace. So they were mermaids. Yeah, whoever sailed on the ship, they were probably too distracted by the party to realize that they broke the law of the lake. So they ended up getting devoured by a whale. And this deserted ship is the aftermath. Even if we stick to every single law of the lake, depending on the type of its waves, getting too close to a ship that broke the law could get us swept up in the aftermath. Okay, what's happening in the back? Their single lapse of judgment led to this chilling catastrophe. I remembered Ishmael looking into the lake, muttering to herself. I also remembered the rough, biting words she threw at us. This was the reality of the Great Lake that Ishmael survived before joining us. My god, are these just... Oh, these are the floating bodies. Oh, that's the 1,000 threads because these are nooses. I see. Do a ton of damage and then retreat. Honestly balanced. A place where even the smallest mistake could mean total annihilation. A place where one must struggle endlessly to survive the terrible unknown. So this was the kind of path Ishmael sailed before joining us. Death Stranding? Maybe. If only I'd known, then maybe I could have been more understanding of her. Okay. I keep going back to my quarrel with Ishmael back at the boatworks. I can't stop thinking about it. We have dispatched the mermaids that descended onto the deck, but lingering any longer may draw the rest of them to us. This party's over. Let's return to our ship. It's Death Stranding. But I didn't play it, so I don't know I just know the name. We left as fast as we could, after an indeterminate amount of time. So we didn't find anything. I made the wrong call. I shouldn't have made such a rash decision. It's okay. At least we're still alive. And that was that. Ishmael didn't say any more. It's fortunate, however, that we procured ourselves some ration for the journey ahead. The radar caught something. It's large. Haha, anyway. Same, I don't want to spend hours doing fetch quests. That is very close to the center of the coordinates. Then that dot on the radar has to be the lobotomy court branch of District 21. I'm going out for some air. Ishmael slowly returned to the spot by the ship's railings, where she stood muttering to herself before. For a moment, I wonder if I should follow her like I did earlier, but maybe she wanted some time alone to think about things. I decided to leave her be. Get your shit together. Bear your feelings from them. I have a mission I must see through to the end. My one and only mission. I've sharpened my harpoon for that singular moment. I have to be colder, harsher. I have a mission that I can't fail. And if anything even dares to stand in my way, I'll... That is a mantra she's muttering to herself, just to keep herself going.
그 정도 화력으로 우리 사무소를 막을 수 있을 줄 알았냐? 저놈들 무기까지 주어서 철수하자고.
All right. Let's do one more. She's in the anger and bargaining stage. Ah, there it is. Our destination, the Lobotomy Corp branch of U Corp. Lobotomy Corp branch.
파일럿이가 말씀하신
You think they're still here? The survivors pilot mentioned?
살수 있는 시간이
Unless aught has transpired since then, we still have time aplenty. Holy fuck, that looks horrible. As Sinclair and Yisong shared their thoughts, a large structure loomed ever closer out of the mist and into our line of sight. Oh, creepy. Every center, save for Yoshu, froze. It's like that thing has veins. That sucks. Maybe it does have veins now. Maybe it's lobotomy, which means brain. Stick it in the brain.
그러니까
That's the Lobotomy Corp branch?
로보토미 지부라는 말이
Lobotomy.
좌표 범위에서
We are as close as it is physically possible to be the center of the area delineated by the coordinates. The structure, size, and appearance may match the intel we received as well. The sight was enough to shut everyone up. To hope that there may be any survivors in this structure was far too optimistic a notion for what appeared before us.
흰 물체들의 사이로
I observed the Lobotomy Corp logo between the white materials. That's really... It's big and veiny. Only the smeared logo of the Lobotomy Corp branch glistened amidst thousands of pallid, blasphemous white. It was the undeniable reality we found ourselves in. What the hell happened here? Pilot said that the last thing that the Twin Hook pirates said before leaving this place was, "The calamity is coming," wasn't it? This sight summons to my mind memories from the earlier days of this company. The manner in which the organic tissues are plastered over the walls is quite reminiscent of that experience. Ugh, back at the D Corp branch, right? I hope there's no poisonous gas trap or anything like that in here. At D Corp, there was a traitor in our midst. Thus, it would be a false equivalency to use that experience to gauge the intensity of this mission. Yeah, I don't think I'll be much better here, if not worse.
데미지 덜하지는 않을 것 같은데.
그럼
Then
파일럿이
Pilot's team is already...
인어가 되진 않았으면
We should consider them lucky if they haven't been turned into mermaids. So the calamity that Pilot mentioned didn't destroy the Lobotomy Corp branch. It transformed this place into something uncanny. Something so grotesque that total obliteration would be preferable to whatever happened here. Well, destruction isn't the only kind of calamity in this world. So it literally, those are veins. That's a living thing now. The Great Lake is home to 5 calamities. Well, 4 now, I suppose.
무슨 뜻이요?
Whatever do you mean? I meant that, you'll find out soon enough. It won't matter how careful you are. At the Great Lake, the calamities will always find you. The laws of the Great Lake don't apply to them, making it impossible to predict their patterns. And now's the time to row your way into the ruins of the calamity left behind. So are there other whales that aren't the calamities? Are there other whales? Like, are the whales that we've gone through not calamities? It's like there's the 5 calamities, technically 4 now, but then there's still other whales. And so the calamities are like a whale plus plus. Right? Take the skiff to the Lobotomy Corp branch. It's on the lake adjacent to this one. I'll be keeping my distance and watching from this lake just in case of an emergency. U-Corp Singularity could still avoid a calamity. How? Isn't that exactly why you should be coming with us? Who knows what the guide bud's thinking, eh? After a quick tinkering from Faust, the skiff tied to the side of Mephistopheles began its slow descent. It's like area bosses and the actual bosses. Got it. It's the same skiff we used to get to the cruise ship. We're getting a lot of use out of this boat. I love how he's so optimistic for the smallest things. I still don't trust this dinghy. It's too small. The small engine on the skiff revved gently, and our short, sputtering journey to the lobotomy court branch began. Are lakes usually this foggy? The lake earlier was pretty misty, too. We must remain vigilant. Fogged up horizons are climate quite ripe for an ambush. Forsooth, 'tis the #1 rule of adventuring tales. Oh my god. There was a growing sense of trepidation among the sinners as we climbed the pale membrane-enveloped stairs leading up to the lobotomy court branch. Okay, if it's membrane-enveloped, hopefully maybe a thin membrane. If it's not a thin membrane, it wouldn't sound like metal stairs. Hey, Dante, can you sense it? The golden bow? Not yet. You sure about that? Rhodia was visibly disappointed. Maybe she was half hoping that I'd tell her that the golden bow wasn't here, so we should turn around and head right back to Mephistopheles. I watched Apothecary Diaries, so I know how fucked up Chinese royalties are. I guess you know more than me, and Hong Lu still be optimistic. I'm not saying I don't know if I know more. Apothecary Diaries is it's a decent way to learn about something like that, yeah, but I've read a lot of literature, not studied their history. But I've read a lot of literature. Not a lot. I'd say a decent amount. I'm not going to overestimate my abilities. I know I'm the worrywart of the team. I know I'm the worrywart of the team whenever we gotta check out places like this, but I have a really bad feeling about this, guys. The closer we got to the entrance, the more reluctant the sinner's gates became. As though they were growing increasingly wary that some unseen enemy could ambush any second. What's the holdup? Aren't you coming? Don't you feel it, this dread? I thought it would affect you most. You're the one who spent years on the lake, after all. Nah, she used to it. So, that's what's stopping you? This... I didn't think Gregor would really be stopped by this, honestly. However, it had been 20 years since, like, he fought in a war. Wait by the entrance if you're not going. What did you expect, mate? I've given up talking sense to her a while ago. You never talk sense into anyone, alright? You've egged them on. I thought she'd gotten a bit more cooperative as of late. Guess I was wrong. Well, we do have to go. Ishmael appeared to be the only sinner uninterested in the golden bow. The golden bow, the unfathomable, bone-chilling horrors of the lake. I was starting to believe that she considered all of that nothing but obstacles between her and her mission. What may be this pale mucus membrane covering the entirety of this structure? Oh, there's the people. Some kind of mold, maybe? Fuck. To identify it as fungi would require it to exhibit characteristics unlike the ones we can observe here. I don't know why you guys still bother on trying to, like, make sense of these things, alright? Your world is fucked up, bro. I agree. They don't appear to be fungi, in fact. They appear to be made of organic living flesh tissue. See the blood vessels here? They've grown into random shapes without purpose or intent. I don't think there's any survivors. Ridiculous. I'm surrounded by... fuck. What do you mean? Art reliant on the chaos of existence cannot create patterns such as this. Art created on the chaos of existence. Look at the big picture, fool. Gazing upon the big picture, I only see a pointless disputation that does not does not but waste our vigor.
그대들도
You do not intend to stall, no? See thither. Ishmael already walks at a far distance away from us.
저만큼 같다네.
You're still not there yet. I want to yap about it so much. You can yap tomorrow. You can yap tomorrow. I'll be playing this tomorrow. I want to yap too. But we can yap tomorrow. So it's flesh covering the stairs. Alright, cool. So yeah. Oh, hold on. We got this as well. Right? Now we're gonna extract. Might as well pull. I kind of. Is this Ryoshu good? What does she do? She's rupture. Slash, slash, slash. I was like the kid with huge veins on his forehead. That's how much I needed to restrain myself. I'm so sorry. Should I just save? Why is this always Yi Song? Can I change this? Who the fuck are these announcers? Soda Hong Lu. That's the dimensional one. If you don't build rupture, don't build a rupture unit. Okay, so let me just tell you. This is how I operate. I'm a collector, okay? I like to obtain things. I don't care. Like, I like to obtain things first and then build later. It'd be like, all right, I like this character, and now I will build a team around this character. Oh, I want that character too. I want to build around that character. I want this. I want this ego, and it may be the most useless thing to me, but I want this ego so bad. You don't understand. It's Tremor too. Oh. Yeah. What the fuck is this one? Oh, it's an ego. Yeah, I should have known it's an ego. This is Tremor unit. They make him, like, he has such a sleeper build. They make him look so just, like, normal. They make him look like this. And then he fucking muscular as fuck, dude. Look at that. Oh, same. But for this game, the best way you can collect is buying a battle pass and farm, like, once a day. Yeah. Tomorrow I'm gonna go full in on, the mirror dungeon. He busted a nut. What? I didn't say that. Oh boy. It's making me laugh. I thought there was gonna be two, but there's only one. God, I want that ego so bad. Okay, we'll do just like a one pull. Because this will be only Hong Lu. So we'll just do one pulls occasionally on Hong Lu, and we'll go for this one. We'll do a 10 pull there. Well, I already did it, so. I didn't get anything.
자, 결투를 받아들여라.
Okay, okay.
추하게 도망치거나.
Alright. But yeah. We'll do occasional one pulls on this one just to see if maybe we get an ego if we're lucky. And yeah, we'll probably just save after this. Because I don't really need this Ryoshu or the Otis, I guess. Hold on. Step forth, my creamer. My opponent. Let me go to this. Damn, the most dog shit of bull. 12 Shut your pie hole. Alright, so we will... Is this an ego? No. Is there any egos for sale? No, there's no egos. But yeah. We will get this stuff. We will work towards this stuff as well.
이곳 인간들은 따분.
Defeated 100 enemies? Oh, in a week. I got 4 thread. Bullshit. Alright, so that's going to be it for me today. Thank you all so much for joining me. It was, you know, kind of a chill stream. Not much happened. Ugh, but a lot's going to happen tomorrow. We're going to finish this Canto tomorrow, but yes. Hold on.
그대의 시계는 멈추는 법이 없군. 포기를 모르고 나를 계속 귀양시키오.
There you go. I think what I should do is maybe roll a wheel of 1 through 12 to be like, all right, how is your day gonna go or tomorrow gonna go for you depending on where you are? To be like, oh, you got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do think it's fortunate that we have you on our side. Better to have 2 people who can think straight than 1.
한 사람이라도 더 있는 게 낫죠.
Bye. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Bye.